What's up, guys? Welcome back. I'm back here at Henrik Honda of Bradenton, Florida with this brand new 2024 Honda Accord LX, which is the base trim level. And today I'm going to take you on a complete tour of this vehicle. We're going to check it out as far as the design, technology, powertrain, and the test drive. So if you like watching videos like this, don't forget to check out the rest of my channel, hit that like and subscribe button. Don't forget to turn on the bell notification ring bell. Now let's get back to this. Honda Accord is definitely one of the best-selling midsize sedans on the market right now. Now, this particular model was introduced just last year for 2023 model year, and I've done the 2023 Accord Sport Touring Hybrid and the Touring Hybrid. Both of them had a different engine than what we have on the base trim right here. So let's take a look what we have. As far as the design, it's the same pretty much across the line. As far as the Accord, there might be some difference in the lights, but the sheet metal and the overall look remains the same. Nice long hood, it's got a few creases with some indents for that better aerodynamics in here. Honda kind of played it simple with this design, don't you think? But I like the lights. I like that they have the daytime running lights and the turn signals, both in LED. You have the halogen reflector lights, and then you have this piano black grille with a big Honda logo behind which a lot of the Honda safety technology hides, and the bottom of it is finished up with this matte gray cladding. Now let's take a look and see what powers it up. And underneath the hood, you'll find a 1.5-liter four-cylinder turbocharged engine with 192 horsepower and 192 foot-pounds of torque, made it to a CVT transmission. The combined gas mileage is 32, 29 in the city, 37 on the expressway. You have this ugly prop stick and some sound insulation underneath the hood. We're going to check it out and see how it drives at the end of this video. The side profile is probably my favorite view of this vehicle. It is sporty yet elegant, and I like this color. This is the platinum white color, $455. Money well spent, in my opinion, especially when the sun hits it. It has this really nice sparkle on it. The base trim, the LX, is outfitted with a 17-inch wheels. 225 by 50 is the size of the tires. You have disc brakes all around, and this is a front-wheel drive configuration, the only configuration you can get on the Honda Accord. I know the upcoming 2025 Camry is going to be available with their all-wheel drive and the two-wheel drive or front-wheel drive. So this vehicle, as a standard equipment, has the smart entry feature on the front door. So if I want to lock it or unlock it and they have the key somewhere on me, I don't have to press any buttons on the remote. We also have the remote starter as a standard equipment. So when I lock this vehicle and hit the remote start button, boom, it started right up. Turn it off. The mirror caps on top, same color as the rest of the vehicle. There's no turn signals, no blind spot assist on this one. I think it would be a nice and welcome feature on it. You have some chrome trim on top of the windows. Everything else is blacked out, including the side skirt right here at the bottom. I know some of you asked me to present the lights on the vehicle, so let's see it. Regular lights, they're on right now. There's your brake lights, reverse lights. Now let's take a look at the turn signals. And overall, a nice looking back end. So of course, you have the shark fin antenna, nicely sloping glass, Honda logo in the middle. Right here, you have the rear view camera, and nothing too crazy or special underneath here. You have a very simple and plain bumper. There's no visible exhaust. And of course, we're going to check out the roominess inside the trunk. You can open it pressing the button on the remote, and let's see it. Oh, wow, there's quite a bit of room. You can definitely fit some luggage in here. Now, the seat can be folded down. There's no splits in it. It's a one part that folds down. You can do it from here, pulling on this lever. Now, this vehicle has the cargo cover. Let's see if we have the spare tire. It looks like, yes, we do. It's a temporary use spare tire. You also have the jack and the tools to remove the tire with. And then right here, you also have this emergency unlock in case you get locked up in the trunk. Let's see what we have for passengers. Start this interior tour with the rear door panel, where you can find a lot of hard plastic materials. The only semi-padded is this armrest right here. You have the power windows, a little bit storage underneath here. And if we look inside of this vehicle, you can see the seats are covered in this cloth. Pretty good looking one. It seems durable as well. Now in the middle, you have this foldable armrest with the cup holders. And on the passenger seat, you'll find a bit of a seat back storage. Now, no vents in the middle console, but the vents are actually located underneath the seat. I'll verify that. And there's no connectivity. I would like to see some of that, at least for the rear passengers, so they don't feel like they're forgotten. I'm almost 6 feet tall. I'm gonna get inside, see if there is any room for a full-size adult. Wow. Wow, look at this, guys. This front seat is adjusted to my regular driving position, and I'm swimming in space right here. Plenty of knee room, plenty of headroom, plenty of shoulder room. By the way, this front seat is adjusted to my regular driving position, so a huge advantage of some of the competitors. And we can't forget about our standard door sound check. Okay, that's pretty good, actually. And the front door panel. Oh, this is soft. This is hard. So at least this top portion is softer. This is padded. And we have the window mirror lock controls, a little bit more storage down here. Moving inside, this is a base trim. So of course the cloth covered seats. You also have the manual adjustments on the seat, no power adjustments. And let me jump inside. I'll show you the rest of this interior. Here it is, guys, the interior of this 2024 Honda Accord. Actually looks pretty good. Now the dashboard right here, this is soft material. This is soft. I also like this trim pattern on the inside, kind of connecting the vents. And this looks like it's leather, but it's not. It's kind of like vinyl wrap. All right, so we have this small screen. This is only a 7-inch screen. We're going to talk about it in just a little bit. We have the fully digital instrument cluster. As far as the steering wheel, decent size. We have some buttons on here. Let's see what they do. So you have back and forth as far as the media, volume control, voice control. On the right-hand side, we have the cruise control, and then we have the lane keep assist. This is adaptive cruise control too, so you can adjust the distance between you and the car in front of you. Honda logo in the middle. As far as this digital gauges, let's see. You can change the display settings. Right now, we have the standard one on the right-hand side. You have the speedometer on the left-hand side, tachometer. In the middle, you can see this little vehicle icon. You can see as I put my foot on the brake, the light appears on it. And let's see, the turn signals do the same thing. They show on this little icon. So, I mean, you can't blame people for honking at you if you're driving for 10 miles with the blinker on. Anyways, let's see what can we change on the inside. Okay, push the menu. You have the TPMS calibration, driver assist, group meter setup, keyless access setup, lighting setup. Oh, plenty of features here. Door setup, maintenance, reset, default, all. Okay, and back. This is vehicle settings, gauge display settings, range and fuel, speed and time, driver attention, seat belts. I'm not wearing one, but all the ones in the back are fastened actually. Maintenance, 100% of oil life. The vehicle has only got 9 miles on it. Safety support. Yeah, let's hit that. Road departure mitigation. We're going to turn that on because why not? Let's go back to the previous menu. And no content. So if you like nothing to be displayed in there, that is what you have. Brightness settings, vehicle stability assist settings. Let's hit the menu. Speed, distance, units, height, show, gauge design. So I told you can select different ones, like a bar design shows up on the sides. Round minimal. Okay, not sure what that does. Just basically not showing you the speed, I guess. Bar minimal. I guess I like the standard one, the round one, the best. So that's pretty much all you have in the instrument cluster. Some customization. Of course, the fixed features also are the gas gauge on the right-hand side, temperature gauge on the left-hand side. Now let's go in the middle here, because that's where we have this color, but very small display. This is only a 7-inch display because the bezel goes all the way up to here. So the screen is only this big, kind of like on a bigger cell phone. That's a complaint that I would have to Honda, because a lot of the competitors are coming up with standard ones, 10 inches, 9 inches. This is 7, definitely a little bit behind. But let's see if it's functional. So you have some shortcut buttons right here at the bottom. So you have the phone, which you can connect, of course, with the Bluetooth. We're not going to add this. Radio. As far as the different sources, we have the FM, and then you have the hit scan. This is all touchscreen too. Scan stations, text, stop it, hit the radio one more time, goes to AM and FM. No Sirius XM on this one. Media, you can connect device, you can connect Android Auto or Apple CarPlay. Please connect your smartphone to USB. Back, main menu, sound settings, Bluetooth settings, clock settings, system volume, smartphone settings, RDS settings. Basically let you customize a little bit of this. Volume, audio, list select. Seek and tune feature, put it in reverse. Tiny little rear view camera. It's multi-angle, so that's a plus. Quality, that's a minus. Okay. Does it have active trajectory lines? It does, but a lot of competitors do it better. Let's take a look at the Hyundai Sonata, for example. A big screen with a nicer camera. I'm not sure about the new Camry. I haven't seen that one yet. But Altima also doesn't have a very good camera, so that should be a priority safety feature, right? Okay, let's put it back in park. Down underneath here, hazard lights, single zone climate control. Again, this is something that I would like to see changed to the standards as far as the dual zone climate control. And this is an automatic climate control though, so this is at least a plus here. 2 USB Type-C, no wireless charging, regular shifter. You have the econ button, automatic start stop feature. You can turn that off. Electronic parking brake and the brake hold down here. Bit more storage right here in the center console. And right on top, regular mirror, no home link system. Then we have the light controls. Turn that on with the doors if you wanted to. Sunglasses holder. And in the visors, you have the illuminated mirrors. This is the interior of this 2024 Accord LX. Let's take it for a spin. And before we start driving, let's talk about pricing. So Honda Accord has several different trim levels. 2 of them are non-hybrid ones. That's the LX starting at $27,895, EX at $29,910. All the rest of them are hybrid. So then you have the Sport Hybrid at $32,895, EXL Hybrid $34,540, Sport L Hybrid $34,875, and the Touring Hybrid at $38,890. That's $11,000 spread between the cheapest LX and the most expensive Touring Hybrid. It's also a $5,000 jump from the LX to the first hybrid model. And that's important to mention because Toyota Camry is redesigning the model for 2025 model year, and from what I understand, they're all going to be hybrids, still starting in the $27,000 range. But as it sits right now, comparing to, let's say, a Hyundai Sonata non-hybrid and Nissan Altima non-hybrid and current Toyota Camry, that's very much in line of where those vehicles start. So I remember when Honda Accord was at about $18,000 brand new. Now we're talking about 20 some years ago. So yeah, everything is more expensive. As we drive it, this 1.5 liter engine, of course, let's check out the turning radius. I'm gonna make a circle right here in this parking lot. Actually, I'm gonna stop right here. Let's do this. Stop, steering wheel all the way to the left. Let's turn. Wow. It's always been very impressive on Honda how tight their steering or the turning radius is. This is 1.5 liter engine with the CVT. Let's see how it accelerates. Okay. It goes as long as it can safely merge with traffic. Most of the people will be content with it. And the suspension, okay, it's not bad. It's not super soft. It's kind of like in the middle as far as the feel of this vehicle. I'm gonna take it on the road and see how it feels in the real life situations. Pretty quiet when driving, and here's some of the engine noise. The CVT, it's very smooth. I'm not a big fan of CVT transmissions in general. But for an everyday driver, if you don't need performance, it actually doesn't make any of the whiny noises they used to in the past. The acceleration is smooth and linear. You also have this big windshield. Visibility is good. Side visibility is good. The back visibility is good. Of course, if nobody sits in the back seat. And the vehicle is very friendly as far as driving. It feels solid as far as the quality of build, and many publications named it the vehicle of the year, even though it doesn't have as many of the gadgets, features as some of the competitors, especially when you look at the Korean ones with the Santa Fe and the K5. They're loaded with features, right? You have the big screens, you have some of the technology that Honda doesn't even have on some of the highest trim levels. Now, in order to get a slightly different interface, you have to go with the Touring. And the Touring one has the Google-based system, which I like. I think that they've done a really good job as far as the screen design, the functionality, etc. But you have to spend $38,000 for something that you get on some of the base trims, especially with the Korean ones. Now, Toyota is the previous generation that didn't impress much as far as the interior of the vehicle, the technology, or anything like this. The Nissan Altima, same thing. I mean, it kind of stopped pouring money in the Altima, I think, and I'm not sure if that's going to be continued or not. Toyota Camry is out any minute now, any day. A lot of dealerships have them already shipped, so they're just waiting to get to the dealerships. And as soon as it gets to the dealership, I will make a video on the new Camry as well, trying to get the base trim and the more loaded trim as well, just kind of so we can compare both to see what they offer in terms of ride quality, in terms of features. Now let's see the acceleration. We're not going to go the fully 0 to 60, but just to see if it's enough to merge in traffic. And you can definitely hear that engine. Well, we get it up to 49 miles per hour, not per gallon. Per gallon, I mean, if the new Camry supposedly is going to be a 50 miles per gallon hybrid, so we'll see how that goes. But this is what you get as far as the base Accord LX. Is it the most sensible sedan on the market? I think it's definitely competitive. And if you like sedans, you definitely should check one out to see if it's the right fit for you. And with that said, guys, thank you very much for watching. I hope you liked this video, and I hope you learned one or two things. And if you did, then I've done my job. So don't forget to check out the rest of my channel. Hit that like and subscribe button. Turn on that bell notification ring bell so you won't miss any of the content that's coming out. And I'll see you in my next video. Cheers.